Folks, if you want to see a prime time example of attempting to taint a jury pool, you need to check out 60 Minutes tomorrow. The picture you see in front of you is a picture of Betty Shelby. She was the murderess of Terrence Crutcher, the black man who had the misfortune of having his vehicle break down on an Oklahoma road. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on with 60 Minutes, but they are giving her a platform in order to tell her side of the story. And unfortunately, because of the destruction of the Fairness Act, this supposed news show is allowing her this platform. It's also unfortunate that the victim in this cannot tell his side of the story because she killed him. Now, this is a disturbing trend. They are allowing these police officers and vigilantes and criminals to come on TV on places like specifically Fox News, but now CBS, to engender sympathy for their quote-unquote side of the story. But unfortunately, the people that they kill can't come on and say that they were in fear for their lives, that they were complying, that there was no reason whatsoever for the officers to take the actions that they did. Now, Mr. Crutcher had no record other than admitting no contest in carrying a concealed weapon, and that was back in 2005. This man was the father of 4 kids, was a church-going man, was just a regular guy like you and me for the most part. But this woman who, quote-unquote, is an expert on a drug intoxication felt that she was in fear for her life from a black man with his hands in the air that was walking away from her and her partner. That put her in fear for her life, to the point that her partner tasers this man and she shoots and kills him. For what? There was no crime. The only problem was that this man's vehicle had broken down on the side of the road and he needed help. And the help he got was to be murdered by this woman because she was, quote unquote, in fear for her life. They need to remove that in fear for your life excuse as a defense by these cowardly police officers. One of the qualifications for the job should be that you will serve and protect, and that fear for your life is not an option. Otherwise, don't take the job. Now, there are going to probably be a lot of people that are going to push back on this, and I really don't care. But there are just too many of these. One of these things is too many. And as we've seen from the video that has been released, that this man was complying, and the Oklahoma City Police Department, or Tulsa, I forget exactly which city it was in, they have released the helicopter video. They've released the 911 call, and they've released video from other police vehicles. But the one video that we absolutely need to see is the video from her dash cam. That would give us the full perspective of everything that went down from start to finish. But for some reason, that is the video that the police department won't release. This needs to stop. It needs to stop now. This lady is guilty as hell, and the fact that Mr. Crutcher did have PCP in his system is not, I repeat, is not a cause for this man to have been shot and killed. Now, they tried to lie and say that this man was reaching into his vehicle and that he potentially had a gun. But even the released videos, and I did do a video on this previously, show that this man's driver's side window and his driver's side passenger window were both they were both up. The windows showed a reflection from the lights that were shined by the helicopter, even though it was daytime. So that they had to come off of that particular defense. So now the only defense she has is the size of the man and the fact that he was on PCP, according to her expert knowledge of people under that particular influence. But the bottom line is there was no crime committed. Worst case scenario, she should have gotten back in her vehicle and just driven away without attempting to ascertain what was quote unquote going on. But no, that doesn't happen. When a black man of any type of stature, and they don't even have to be of any type of stature, is in the vicinity, immediately fear for your life, if you're a police officer, is the first thing that comes to the fore. No, I'm sorry, folks, but if this lady gets off from this one, well, I already know there is no justice in America, and this will just be a further illustration of that fact. But CBS needs to kill the airing of this. Where 60 Minutes gets off doing something like this, we all need to let them know about our displeasure on them actually taking a side in this particular case. And make no mistake, by them giving this woman a platform to tell her side of the story, is them taking a side.